Hi friends, today we are going to talk on stuttering therapy. I am Nutan Kurgaonkar, audiologist, speech language pathologist, swallowing therapist, 14 years experience in the field. What is stuttering therapy? Stuttering or stammering is a phobia of speaking which could affect breathing patterns, that is, there is incoordination of breathing leading to disfluencies. Disfluencies could be in terms of part word repetitions or blocks. For example, the person may say papa, papa, kaka, kaka, or give me water, uh, uh, I want something. So these are the blocks. Again, what are the causes of stuttering? There are many causes of stuttering. First is it could be an emotional trauma during childhood, maybe when the child is in school and he wants to complete a sentence, or at home someone scolds him loudly that you are not able to speak, please complete the sentence fast. Second, it could be imitation. If someone has a stuttering and we are trying to imitate the way he's speaking. For example, if I'm playing with a friend and I know one of my friend has a stuttering or is not speaking properly, I'm speaking in the same way to tease him, or just children love to imitate. So it could be part of that. Third is brain injury. In adults, due to brain injury also, there is a neurogenic stuttering where same such behaviors are being seen, but the treatment is completely different. High expectation of parents, which is now seen in most of the children. First could be speaking in English language. If your mother tongue is a Marathi or any of your mother tongue is, and you are not, you're not encouraging the mother tongue, but you are trying to child to improve his vocabulary, to improve his speech, and emphasizing that he's supposed to speak in that language, where the child is more comfortable with his mother tongue. Second thing is just because of the pressures from the school. Or it could be when the child, in his growing age, we are very fascinated to make people listen to children's music or the poems or maybe a speech. And we tell when a guest comes, or maybe in a competition, we tell the child to, try to speak in front of others. This could also give him a phobia where he's been discouraged during his practice. Now, how do people react when your child has a stuttering or an adult has a stuttering? First, it could be parents. They're always supportive most of the times. They will always try to tell you, please speak slow, speak in a, if you speak slow, you will speak better. Second could be relatives would say, see how he's speaking, and the other child or the sibling is speaking so nicely, but why are you speaking like this? Third could be the neighbors would, try to tease the child, or the friends may try to tease the child. And this increases your stuttering. There are very few people who will always encourage and will say, okay, try to speak slowly, you will speak much better. And these leads to avoidance behaviors. Avoidance could be avoiding social gatherings where when he started to get aware of his speech, the child will always try to avoid the situations. He will not try to attend any social gatherings, maybe birthdays or maybe weddings. He will avoid presentation in the class or presentation in his job where he's supposed to show his skills. Third could be ordering menu in the hotel or in the ticket window, he may avoid taking the ticket and tell his friends to buy a ticket for him. Nowadays, we know gadgets are very fascinating for children. So it could be it could be using lots of gadgets, and then the child may prefer speaking on WhatsApp or chatting on WhatsApp rather than speaking in front of people or using or calling a person. Third is, if the child is in college or maybe in school, he may be scared or he may be hesitant to ask questions to his teachers or clear his doubt, because if he speak unclear, the teacher may shout at him, or he maybe get the teacher may discourage him. So let's come on the treatment of stuttering. It's always said, earlier the treatment, better is the prognosis. So same goes with stuttering. The more early you take the treatment, whether you feel it or it's confirmed whether it is stuttering or not, or at least a guidance by a speech language pathologist, it always helps. Because there is something called as normal non-fluency. This is seen at the age of 3 years of age, where a children, when he starts speaking, he speaks in words, then maybe two word phrases, and then he comes with sentences. But when he is trying to develop sentences, it's seen that he uses fillers like, mummy, can I go to school, or can I go to my friend's house? So when he's using those fillers, we may try to interrupt in between and try to we may myself complete the sentence because we know what he is trying to say, and so distinguish whether it is a normal non-fluency, which is only for few months or few days till the child gets well versed with the fluency during the developmental age, or where the vocabulary improves in children. Same way it goes that, so when the child is speaking in normal non-fluencies, it's very important how that how do we be patient with him, patient listener, rather than interrupting him or trying to fill the complete sentence and taking a guidance from a therapist. Second thing, if the same thing continues, the parents discourage, or the parents are expecting that his vocabulary should be good, or he should speak in front of people, whatever has been taught to him, maybe a speech or a poem. And if he doesn't speak properly, the parents try to scold him, or teachers try to scold him, or friends try to tease him. He may get into a phobia, and that normal non-fluency can get into stuttering. Hence, in children, the intervention, it's it's always better, because the parents or the teachers or your friends are made aware that this is a part of the development and how we have to tackle it. Speech language pathologist gives them a systematic program where the parents are taught to take care when such disfluencies occur, and how do we encourage a child to speak in a fluent way. Then comes the advanced stuttering, where already the child is into too much of non-fluency, gets too much of dysfluency, and he's scared or he has a phobia of speaking in front of people on strangers. He's avoiding situation, he's aware that I have a problem in speaking. So it's very important that he goes for a systematic fluency treatment. That is called therapy, or it's called a stuttering. Now in systematic therapy program in stuttering, there are been techniques being taught to the adult so that the goal is he himself should become his therapist. For example, when the child is just about to walk, the first time he may stumble and fall down, but later on he gets aware that if there's some hindrances in between when he's walking, he is supposed to cross over. Same way, if the adult gets disfluent any time in his lifetime after his treatment is over, the therapist's goal is to make him his own therapist. That is, to get well versed with the techniques and to use whenever required when he is disfluent. Along with it, to manage his breathing patterns, to make him aware of situations and to encourage him and to give him such situations so that he gets confident in his speech. It's seen many times that an adult has gone to many therapists and he starts believing that I'm not helping, the therapist cannot help me. It is not most of the time the therapist has not helped. It is that the child or adult has not practiced. In stuttering, we always say practice, practice, and practice. Whatever is been taught to you, you are supposed to practice those techniques. And this is what we teach an adult or a child or a parents on how to overcome his stuttering by giving a systematic therapy program. Yes, stuttering can be treated. You can control your speech and be fluent, but with a systematic program. It will help you to build confidence. It will help you to get more socialized. And the more socialized you are, you will have better job opportunities. Along with that, you will be successful in life. So don't take it as just, I'm supposed to finish the treatment. I have taken the treatment, now everything is over. No. Whatever new skills have been taught to you, we are supposed to master those skills. And along with that, our goal has to be that once the treatment is over, I am not going to take that speech or fluency treatment again, because I have mastered the fluency skills which are required when I am disfluent. So please encourage your children or your friends to take stuttering treatment, because it is very helpful. The earlier better. Or they fail in their interview, fail in their job, and they feel life is as hopeless. But no, we have to encourage such children and support them so that they be an important part of the society. They may have very good skills, they may have very good talents, but just because of their disfluencies, they may be behind. And that is what we don't want. We want every child, every person, every citizen to enhance their skill and to be the best in the society. Thank you.